everyone! We just finished watching Manchester by the Sea. And you can tell from the amazing reaction here that we totally love it.
This goddamn movie. So we've joked about, not on videos or anything, but just joked about, like, pretentious movies. And this looks like the be-all, end-all of a pretentious movie.
But it was really, really, really critically acclaimed.
Which means nothing. That just means it is a pretentious movie.
Well, no, not necessarily. Like, sometimes things that are critically acclaimed, it's like, it's worth giving a shot. Maybe it's not as bad as it looked.
It was worse. It was worse. Worst movie I've seen in years. Easily. It's almost comically bad, except we were not entertained at any time. Like,
there were a couple good lines that I laughed, because...
The kid was alright.
The kid was okay.
Casey Affleck was a robot.
Yeah.
Like, best actor, my ass. Best screenplay, my ass.
I called him a zombie, but not the entertaining type.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, no, he was horrible. Everything about him was bad. Yeah. Slice of life movie.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're historically shit. I
don't like slice of life movie, as that comment from Scott just said. But
yes.
Yeah, but...
I like a movie, like I like Guilty Pleasure Cinema high. It's beginning, middle, and end, a story, a structure, a reason for things to happen. This is My Life is Shit, the movie.
There's a bunch of reasons why it's shit.
His life was shit beforehand, became shittier, and then he didn't try to make it not be shit, and then was upset it was still shit.
Yeah.
Want to watch that for over 2 hours? That's what this is. And
pretty much no one in the whole movie was riveting or
No.
interesting. Like, the kid was okay, but, like, around everybody else, of course he's okay.
Yeah.
Like, he was a normal scene.
But on his own, he was like the robot, like Affleck was. Casey Affleck, mind you.
Yeah.
Looked like Ben Affleck in the car that one scene. It was weird.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I commented like some of the shots were good. It captured the England well, but it's nothing memorable. Like, it wasn't bad cinematography, if that makes sense. There's nothing worth remembering in it.
Yeah, you said that earlier, where it was just kind of like, yeah, there were some good shots. Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing, though. Like, it looked nice. It was framed well. It's slice of life. It's this guy's life is bad and what. Mm-hmm. I made a joke earlier. This movie's over 2 hours, like 2:20. And he gets the call early on and his brother's passed. And he's like, I'll be there in an hour and a half. And he's driving for like 2 minutes. And I just went, it would be amazing if they just had him in a real-time hour and a half trying to get there. That would have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
Of him in the car.
Yeah, honestly.
Driving for an hour and a half real time. And then dealing with the last hour. No, that would have been 20 minutes of the last awkward stuff.
Well,
that would have been infinitely more entertaining than what we got. And that's watching a guy be angry in a car for 2 hours. An hour and a half.
Yeah. But, like, they even got... That was a really weird thing, too. Like, as he's driving, they started showing us what he was seeing, and it wasn't that interesting.
No, it was, look how pretty New England is.
Yeah.
And then they show him in the car, it's like messed up and not good. And that's what's key. That's all about what you show. But the director's a master of showing things. Right?
He showed a lot of New England, like, what did I say earlier about, like, oh, you asked why it was called Manchester by the Sea, and because that's all, like, half the movie was just showing the sea or Manchester, like, yeah, nothing was going on, it's just here, there.
Affleck, his character doesn't grow in any way, no. And you read a review about that, and they wanted to purposely make a character that didn't. Like, well, then why is this even a movie? I always say this to these kind of things, but somebody somewhere thought that this was not only a story worth telling, but that people would want to see it.
And
I refuse to believe that at all.
Box office
$47 million.
People went to see it. Lots of people say it's good, but
because they were told it was good. By critics were like, this is a masterwork, you need to see it. And they go in like, oh yes it is. Filmmaking this is what it is. No, it isn't. And I'm not just saying that because there's no explosions, whatever. No, it's just a case of this guy's life is crap at the beginning. And then things get worse.
Well,
and then he has to deal with things that make it worse. And then we learn why it was made bad in the first place.
But he wasn't a good person at that
No.
point. He was basically the same person at that point.
At every point in his life, he's the same guy.
Maybe a little more, I'm going to say upbeat slightly at one point.
There was a happier point, but he was the same guy.
Yeah.
There was nothing
body
different.
Language was the same. It's like, that's not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing believable about it. At all. I felt it was a bore. Like, we're like, how long has it been? Oh, it's only been half hour. Oh,
yeah,
God.
we actually, like, literally checked
We checked the time 3 or 4 times.
Like, okay, how much time has passed from here? Oh, God.
And then at the end, we're like, is it going to end? And it just does. You're like,
I seriously, like, I kind of joked, but it was only a half joke, where it's like, it's going to fade back into a flashback, right?
And then it did, but it was just for the credits.
Yeah.
Don't watch this movie. I can't think of anybody I could recommend this to for any reason to be like, well, you'd like this. Do you like decent shots of New England you could find on Google?
You could just
in widescreen format.
Put it on mute and honestly get about the same movie as what we got.
You could. You really could. Oh, the bomb's going off. We gotta go. The movie's over. We're out of time. We're hostages watching this. I don't know. I don't recommend it at all. No surprise. If you like it, and you're like, oh, it was a powerhouse performance, I need more than a powerhouse performance to like a movie, and I don't think this had one anyway. At all. There was nothing like that.
Nobody, because what's her name was also...
Oh yeah, Michelle Williams was a revelation in her role.
And no! Nothing anywhere in there was like, wow, that was a good performance. Like, it was just like, wow, that was really mediocre.
And Matthew Broderick, what were you doing being all awkward in this for 5 minutes? And then being the biggest villain of the movie. In that weird way.
In a really weird way.
It was so awkwardly weird and stupid. It's cliche. It's like, you can see things coming, and yet you're like, why is that happening?
And like, I don't like slice of life movies, so like maybe if you like them, you would like this. But like, I don't see the appeal in them because like I like the plot where it's like a beginning, middle, end. There's something is changing in here, whereas like
something happens. There's a reason for things to happen. In this, there was no reason for things to happen.
Well, like the only thing that really happened was the brother died, which sets off this chain of events, but like everything else was just like almost people acting business as usual. Like, there
was the one scene when the girl and the guy, the kid are there. He's on the phone calling the funeral parlor to get things set up and arranged. And the girl comes in, starts eating, and the nephew comes in, he's eating breakfast. And there's like the noise of making breakfast, and for me, it's a good scene. I remember going through that with my mom. Life goes on, no matter how crushed your world is. I'm like, this is capturing that. This is really good. And then when he's talking about that on the thing, the girl reaches over and touches his hand. Is like, Patrick shouldn't be here for this. It's like he was literally in the room alone for 3 minutes.
Everybody else wandered
and they came in, and he just gets up and storms off, which is accurate, and he had every right to. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what was wrong? What did I do? It's like, I immediately lose all believability for that. Because, yeah, people are that stupid, but come on. And that's this movie.
Yeah.
That is the movie. It's unbelievable.
What was that thing I just read?
They're hockey-loving paint boxes.
Yeah. And it was like a
and they're well crafted.
Full of hockey-loving paint boxes.
Yeah, they're from Boston, so they like the Celtics, they like the Bruins, because of course they do. They all love it like that. It's Don't watch it.
No, it's honestly not.
We watched it for free, right?
Yeah. Hoopla Digital. It's the library thing. They've got a thing right now. You can watch it this month.
Don't though.
Yeah.
If you want to see what I'm going to consider the worst movie all year, well, maybe the other one. Well, there's a contender. We maybe. This could very well easily be the worst movie I've seen all year. If you want to see what that is, watch this stupid movie. It's worse than anything I saw last year, the year before. Like, I've not watched a movie this bad that I can remember in a long time.
Leave a comment if you can legitimately say why it's not the worst movie.
Please. Because the reviews we read were just hyperbolic, talking about, like, typical film BS type praise of it's a revelation, it's this, it's that. It's like that. No. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a powerhouse performance.
Why?
Why is it?
Why was it a powerhouse performance? Why was his a powerhouse performance?
Yeah.
Why was she
I don't get it.
Like, I don't get it either.
She was fine.
But nothing special, like...
No. There was nothing even comically bad either.
But like,
hey, remember Fantastic Four? They got the 7% and all these horrible things. This got 94%, I think. I was sad when I looked that up. That was more entertaining than this was. In damn near every way.
We just saw the new Power Rangers this last week.
That was a lot of fun.
Rita Repulsa's performance was way more entertaining and better in like every way than everything going on in this movie.
I think all the Rangers' performances were better than everything in this movie.
I wouldn't go that far with some of them. Trini was kind of meh.
Yeah, no, Trini was like this. Actually, you're kind of right.
But it was fine, because it was just her.
Yeah.
It wasn't a whole movie of her.
No. Now, there we go. So, yeah, this is... If you like this movie, and I'm pretty sure, like, I think my friend Matt liked it, he enjoyed it, and I'm like, that's... Okay, fine. Comment on why. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, and again...
Because you can have your own opinions.
And this is not my kind of movie either.
No, we knew going in that it was like, we got to see this movie because it looks pretentious as hell, and it is. It really is. But it just looked completely opposite to our kind of movie, and it became so much of a joke that we had to watch it.
But I legitimately was like, where's the point where, like, the movie gets really good that everybody's like...
Because these often do. I freely admit, these movies get advertised, I'm like, I have no desire to see it. And then I watch them like, I enjoyed that. Because I do. Like, I just don't seek them out. Didn't happen here.
No.
Ever. At all. Not even close.
No.
Even the cat was knocking over a DVD on the floor like, this would be better to watch. You think I'm joking? He knocked over a movie on the floor.
And now he's sleeping because the movie was
the movie put him to sleep.
You can't see him from that picture.
He's over here. There he is. He's fine.
Yeah.
Don't watch this movie. If you did, or if you do. The worst part is, my saying, don't watch this movie, people are going to watch this movie. I know that's how it works. So when you do...
Watch this movie and love it! Do it! Woo!
I apologize.
Free on Hoopla.
If you do watch it, and you get something out of it, or you can see stuff in there, comment below. Don't go down the road of, you're wrong, it was this, because that's not the point of it. I hate when people do that too. It's like, oh, you're wrong, it's all this. And I don't want to call people wrong for loving it. I just don't understand. Mm-hmm. It's that. Like, some people love movies like I like. I have arguments over League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and things like that. And the Fast and Furious movies are all these things. Like, they're not for everyone. And neither are these. I hate when people say everyone can love this. Clearly not. The three of us didn't. Manchester by the Sea is the worst movie I've seen in a long time. I enjoyed none of it. I enjoyed slivers of it. I don't remember any of them right now. Therefore, none of it.
There were 2 comments by the kid.
Yes, I don't remember them, but they were funny.
Yeah.
It was good. There was a line. No, he had a great line, too. There was a good line he had.
He had 2.
It was like line of the movie. Yeah. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch it to find out. Oh. That's it. 15 minutes is... I mean, we could just leave it be a shot of this for 2 hours, and it's better.
Well, this video had Merlin in it.
It did. Automatically better. There were no animals in this movie. The dog.
No,
there was a dog who was barking at him.
I was like, you see, the geese can't even find a bloody V in this movie.
Stupid geese.
But that was a weird scene, too, where it was like, here's a crappy V. Here's a boat going against all the others.
Yeah. No, there was symbolism like that where things aren't going the way they're expected. We didn't really comment on it, but this movie is frenetic with flashbacks. Worse than Man of Steel is, out of order. Like, he's in an office, and it's like, you got to take this responsibility on. No spoilers. And he flashes back to a time, and it's a happy time. And then it, like, goes for a while, and then it goes to the next part of it.
Well, it's like
and then it comes back to the office, and he's, like, really stressing over it. Then it goes back, and then back, and It jumps back and forth, and then you stay in the back,
and
it stays for like a half hour.
Been sitting in that office, like, has this been 4 hours of him just like, ugh?
Like, it's like I like get out of my chair, like it was really weird, and I understand why they did it, but it just didn't play well at all. No. Like it didn't work because they didn't want to tell you everything up front. That would defeat the purpose of it. If you knew if you knew why everything happened the way it happened, it would fall apart. However, the execution of it was horrifically done, I think. It just didn't... They revealed, I'm like, I know things are bad.
Hilariously, actually, I think you're wrong.
Really?
If they had done the reveal right at the beginning and it unfolds like this is how he ends up, I think that would have actually been much more engaging.
Probably right. I'm thinking of how they structured it. Like, they intended it to be revealed later. Yeah. You're not supposed to know this. And then, of course, the normal thing... The thing that's the worst of everything turns out to be a normal thing, but it's still bad with the mom and things, and it's just... I said before, I was sick all week. I got healthy for this. I got healthy anyway, I don't want to be sick, but, oh. Yeah, so that's Manchester by the Sea, Best Actor winner, and Best Screenplay, Original Screenplay. There is no book.
For, Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress, nominated for Best Picture and Director.
Yeah, the Oscars are not my type of thing, apparently, because I wouldn't have nominated that for anything.
If there was a book that this was based on, would you read it?
Not now.
Would you have?
Maybe.
I wonder if there's a novelization.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same.
No, I wonder if there is.
But, like, the book would probably be
the movies are bad. It made me sick again.
Oh, no. But no, the book would probably have been better. Because that's probably how those things go. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not. It doesn't exist. If there's a novelization, it doesn't count. Whatever, we're done. And now that you're coughing...
There we go, we're done.
Yeah.
That's that. So we're going to watch something else or something. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's not going to be that, because that happened. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.